Hey, what's up, guys? It's MugenLord here, and today we're going to talk about Tango Game Works, because apparently they're not done. It's not over for them. Apparently another studio had came in and revived them, and there's a high chance of us seeing a sequel to Hi-Fi Rush. So before we even dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So we're going to dive into it. It's from Bounding in the Comics. So it says Krafton revives and acquires Tango Game Works. Plans future projects for Hi-Fi Rush. Now, this also gives me questions. So Microsoft just gave away Hi-Fi Rush? That was a promising game that Microsoft exclusive, in fact, that they had for the platform. So now a new studio came in and just bought the rights and everything, and now they gave Hi-Fi Rush? What the hell is going on? But we're going to have to read this article, because this is mind-boggling. How did, if this is true, like, Microsoft just dropped the ball on this one. So it says Krafton has acquired the formerly closed Tango Works games, with plans for future projects for Hi-Fi Rush. It says Krafton, the publisher of PUBG and Callisto Protocol, said the acquisition was marking an exciting moment in a company's global expansion in its first significant investment in the Japanese video game market. The press release also made repeated mentions of acquiring the Hi-Fi Rush IP, along with Evil Within and Ghostwire Tokyo. Krafton also intends to support Tango Game Works team to continue its commitment to innovation and delivering fresh and exciting experiences for fans. So let me get this straight. Microsoft just gave up. After buying that, acquiring that studio, they just gave up Hi-Fi Rush and Evil Within? What is Microsoft doing? What is going on here? Oh my god. So it says other Krafton developers included PUBG Studios, Bluehole Studio, Rising Wings, and Striking Distance Studio. I quote, as part of this strategic agreement, Krafton intends to collaborate with Xbox and ZeniMax to ensure smooth transition and maintain continuity at Tango Gameworks, allowing the talent team to continue developing the Hi-Fi Rush IP and explore future projects. The South Korean publisher continued. Nonetheless, Krafton stated that there will be no impact on the existing game catalog of the Evil Within 2, and Ghostwire Tokyo, and the original Hi-Fi Rush game. In the statement to Windows Central, a Microsoft spokesman, because yes, we definitely got to hear about this. A Microsoft spokesman reiterated both of these facts. We're working with Krafton to enable the team at Tango Works to continue to build games together, and we look forward to playing their next great game. There will be no impact of the existing catalog of Tango games. So Tango Game Works founder Shinji Mikami, director of the first and fourth Resident Evil games, God Hand and Vanquish, oh, I didn't know he did Vanquish, and the Evil Within, also shared some good news. He simply tweeted, "Glad to hear you found a home for Tango staff. Some outlets alluded that staff being welcomed back, but not exact figures of how many. For those unfamiliar, Mikami founded Tango Works game in 2010, but ZeniMax would acquire them later that year, and ZeniMax, which is a subsidiary of Bethesda, would subsequently be acquired by Microsoft in 2020, with their division suffering layoffs, and Mikami would leave Tango Game Works in 2023, founding yet another studio." So it says in May of that year, another round of layoffs have caused the closure of these studios, while Arcane Studios was understandable, but after the bomb of Redfall, the surprise hit of the award-winning Hi-Fi Rush had fans raging at Microsoft. So what does this mean? Like, so Microsoft just sold the rights, or is there like is there a collaboration between, Krafton and Microsoft? What is going on here? So it says the head of Xbox Game Studios, Matt Booty, stating just days later that Microsoft needed smaller games that gives us prestige in awards. Only exacerbated matters. Still producing physical editions and final updates. Oh, physical editions and final updates for Hi-Fi Rush. So there is a physical edition coming? Wait, hold up. I gotta see this for a second, guys. I'm sorry about this. Thank you all for we're working to release a physical. All right, there we go. I'm getting the physical edition. Oh, this is a limited run games. I don't know. So it says that as a caveat, Callisto Protocol's director Glenn called out Krafton in the same week as the announcement. In an interview with YouTuber Dan Allen Gaming, Schofield accused Krafton of promising 3 extra months of development, only to tell him in January 2022 the game needed to be launched that December. This resulted in intense development and cut content. This was exacerbated by COVID, resulting in 5% to 10% of the workforce frequently being sick and almost a quarter of employees leaving for better paying jobs. So this is I don't know what to say about this, man. Like, Microsoft had something with Tango Games when it came to Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush, when they first revealed it, it took me back to like the early 2000s of the Xbox 360 and just gaming in general, where we had these unique games where we didn't constantly have, you know, constant sequels or the constant trends of the same games being produced every other year, like Call of Duty and all these other, like even these live service games and stuff. Back then in the early, especially in the early 2000s, we had all these different unique experiences with unique aesthetics and art styles and storytelling and character designs and unique risk-taking gameplay. And Hi-Fi Rush was one of those games, and I wanted it to be physical. I was waiting for a physical release. Now, like I said, I'm not a big fan of limited runs, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go through limited runs. Hopefully there's other companies that'll give us a physical version, but I definitely wanted to give Hi-Fi Rush a chance. And the fact is, after hearing that Tango Game Works is being shut down, I was like, man, like, we finally got a game, and Microsoft finally had an exclusive that really like made the Xbox look somewhat good, you know? And all they had to do is constantly follow that trend and constantly keep producing games like Hi-Fi Rush to make the Xbox platform desirable, make it unique, to make gamers want to go out and go purchase an Xbox. And now we have Krafton Studios coming in, and now they're saying that, hey, we're going to buy the studio and we're going to retain and, you know, and maintain these IPs such as Hi-Fi Rush, and pretty much, you know, expound on it and expand on these on this property even more. So how, Microsoft, how did you allow this to happen? Like, how? And they're willing to let this IP go. Now, I could be wrong. You let me know in the comment sections below. Did I read this wrong? Is Microsoft literally just gave Tango Gameworks to them, and they no longer owns exclusive rights to Hi-Fi Rush? Now, like I said, I'm not a person that's really, like, exclusive nowadays is really debatable nowadays. But if a first-party studio, especially like Microsoft, is going to have, you know, purchase this IP, then it would make sense for it to be exclusive, to have more gamers go over to their platform, to make their platform much more desirable. But the fact is that now they don't have it. I mean, it still is good for gamers. And on top of that, now that if this studio is going to produce this game for multiple platforms, we'll get Tokyo Ghostwire or Ghostwire Tokyo, and we'll get Hi-Fi Rush, you know, on multiple platforms. But man, this is just mind-boggling how Microsoft just dropped the ball on this. Like, they're acquiring studios and then they're shutting them down, and then they say that their management, you know, they weren't prepared for the amount of workload or the managing of all these different teams. Like, how do you not, you know, you're a multi-billion-dollar company, how do you not factor any of that in? And then you mismanage these companies and you close them down. We lose great titles. But I will say this, that now that Krafton got it, it's good to see that at least Hi-Fi Rush has another time in the sun, that it has a chance to shine, to see its full potential. Because it was a bummer to have Tango Game Works closed down, and then that was just the end of Hi-Fi Rush. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think this was a good move? What do you think about Microsoft just shutting down studios and now losing exclusive titles such as Hi-Fi Rush? So what do you think about this? Definitely want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, that notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.